There will be times whenever new resellers will say to themselves, and this happened to me, man, I wish I was a Lego reseller whenever this set or this theme came out. Well, let me tell you, friends, if you're a Lego reseller now or wanting to be a Lego reseller now is the time to say, what a time to be alive. Hello everybody, my name is Jim and welcome to the Wolf for Bricks YouTube channel. If you haven't done it already, please go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. It really helps us out. We're going to try and hit our goal of 15,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So let's get into it. You are looking right now at the Brick Fan. I have always liked the Brick Fan website. I'm not trying to be insulting. It's not a top tier website. This is, I think, more of a dirt sheets, if you're familiar with that term, a blog, and that's what I like. I don't like, I mean, Brick Fanatics is great. There's other websites out there are great, but I've always liked Brick Fan, and Brick Fan has the courage to talk about a upcoming theme, but it is somewhat a rumored theme. I actually believe this theme from the people that I've talked to that this is going to happen, and we all know how this works, right? First off, there's rumors, and then you're going to see some somewhat leaked images, and maybe Brick Clicker might have a leaked image or something like that. And then next thing you know, 6 months later at a Malaysian airport, you see a photo of a set that is actually alive and on sale and ready to roll out. So this is it. The Lego Star Trek USS Enterprise rumored for summer 2025. And I'm just going to read a couple sentences. I'm not sure how reliable this 2025 rumor is. Again, I pretty much think this is gospel, but there is one going around online that we could be getting Lego Icon Star Trek USS Enterprise. It is reported to be a summer release, but that's all the info that was released. For rumors like these, I would hold off on getting your hopes up, but again, I'm pretty sure that this is locked and loaded. So there's rumors out there that the Mega Bloks license with Star Trek was discontinued. And if Lego were to undertake a whole Star Trek theme, I mean, this will rival Star Wars. Now, the people that aren't familiar with Star Trek, but you're familiar with Star Wars, you may be saying to yourself, oh, Jim, that's not true. Star Wars this, Star Wars that. Let me tell you, there is so much content when it comes to Star Trek. I would say that there's probably more content when it comes to canon than there is for Star Wars out there, right? So I'm going to share with you 5 sets that Lego needs to make, some sooner than later, and some other ideas that I think Lego will incorporate with the Star Trek theme. First up, you have to have NCC 1701, right? The original OG Star Trek Enterprise ship. This is, I mean, here's the deal, folks. Everybody says, oh, I wish I had this set that came out 15 years ago. I wish I had that set. I would have made so much money. If you're able to get your hands on a USS Enterprise OG Lego set, that's it. You could punch your ticket and, I don't want to say retire because we don't give investment advice, but this is going to be amazing. And they would kind of have to start off with this, right? The worst thing Lego could do is just make a one-off, right? Like they made at one time the Ghostbusters fire engine house, right? You need a whole theme. You need a whole theme because there's plenty of content out there to create a long-lasting theme. Bigger than Harry Potter. It probably won't be. It would rival Star Wars, but this would definitely be bigger than Harry Potter. Another Star Trek Lego set that they would need to make, of course, is the Next Generation Enterprise. Now, they probably wouldn't make this one right away. It would probably be 2 to 3 years out, right? But let me tell you, when the original trilogy of Star Wars was done, I know there are people out there like myself that really didn't have a lot to watch when it came to space because we had to wait forever for the prequel trilogies to come out, right? So we watched Next Generation, and there is such a massive following for Next Generation. I mean, there's conventions. Everybody knows this stuff, right? Now, this is something that Lego would have to make, I would think, the first 2 to 3 years after this theme started. So the one thing that you may not know, for the VIP members in 2025, we're going to do our best to have 2 group chats a month. We're going to have our regular group chat, then we're going to have a bonus group chat. And if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check out the link below over at Whop. I'm sure you heard about this already. We have the one-on-one conversations. We have special guests. We had a gentleman from the Poke office as our bonus group chat last month, because there were a lot of people out there that were kind of interested in, you know, what exactly is going on in the Pokemon card investing world. And I was one of them. We had a great time. Not only did we have the group chat, but everything that was talked about in the group chat, I put in an ebook, and I'm going to go ahead and send it out to all the VIP members as a personal gift. Of course, we do inventory reviews and so much more. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click the link in the description below. Let's go. Now, this would probably be one of my favorite sets that LEGO would put out for Star Trek. The Klingon Bird of Prey. Let me tell you, this ship is bad to the bone. I absolutely love it. And the thing that you need to realize whenever it comes to a Star Trek theme, right, is that LEGO would pretty much mimic what they do with Star Wars and Harry Potter and other themes. And what I mean by that is they'll have UCS sets that are probably $200, $260, right? But then they'll probably have like a MIDI version, right? So a MIDI Star Trek Enterprise, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Or maybe something just a little bit bigger. They could also do helmets. I mean, the sky's the limit. So I see them eventually going ahead and doing 3 different sizes at the very least. And who knows, there might even be a microfighter, Bird of Prey, or Star Trek Enterprise. Again, the sky's the limit. And for those resellers out there, you would be here at the very beginning. Just imagine whenever there's a Star Trek set that retires and you're going on Amazon a couple years after it retires and you see what those prices are, forget about it, man. I'm loving it, and I know everybody else would love it too if that's something that you're interested in. Of course, you gotta have the Borg cube. Now, I don't necessarily see a UCS version of this, right? I mean, as much as I would love a Borg cube set, I don't think a UCS build would be enjoyable, right? Maybe the size of the Mario question mark cube, right? I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. I think that would probably be a good size. But can you imagine, for collectability, having all of these UCS sets and having the first ones too, right? Not the 2.0 Interceptor or 3.0 Interceptor that's available now. You would have the very first Interceptor that LEGO released. Well, you would have the very first Star Trek Enterprise. I mean, such exciting stuff, right? And for all the geeks out there and the people that are boring, you could have Deep Space Nine. I actually think a UCS Deep Space Nine would be a very enjoyable build. I think it would look very, very good. I know there's a lot of people that appreciated Deep Space Nine after that series ended. I still have yet to appreciate that series, and I probably never will. Now let's speculate on what LEGO might do with the Star Trek theme in addition to these great sets, right? Battle packs, right? Can you imagine having away team battle packs with minifigures? I mean, having the Captain Kirks, the Jean-Luc Picards, Data. I'm sure Data would be collecting. People would be collecting Data minifigs. Romulans. It would just have a Target exclusive of a carafe of Romulan ale, right? I think that would be. I think that would be an awesome set. But there are just a ton of battle packs whenever it comes to the Star Wars theme. I could definitely see tons of battle packs for the Star Trek theme. I'm sure the polybags would be really cool too. And finally, can you imagine getting your hands on a bunch of brickheads? I mean, just think about it. And these would be the first of its kind too, right? I mean, people would be going gangbusters in it. And here's another perspective to have, right? People are getting out of the LEGO reselling business, right? I mean, I have a friend who completely surprised me a couple of weeks ago. They called me up and they said, hey, I'm thinking about selling my Lego inventory. And I was like, really? You? But they said, yeah, they've been doing it for years, and they just need a change of pace. I think they were going to become a slumlord or something like that. But lots of cool stuff. Oh, look at that. I don't think I knew about the Tom and Jerry brickhead set. Going off on a tangent here. But anyways, all of those sets would be super cool. Having battle packs would be super cool. And having the first ever Lego Star Trek brickhead sets would just be amazing. That's it, friends. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, my name is Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.